So if you follow the channel for any length of time, you know I absolutely love to take other people's mock drafts, kind of put them in a Pro Football Focus mock draft simulator, see where the player's going, where the player's located, and if it's a smart, logical signing. So let's go and talk about this, because we have StripeHype.com today. Posted another mock draft. Now, last time they posted the mock draft, they had players going when players really weren't going, so it's kind of weird. So, the first round pick here, they have the Cincinnati Bengals 28th overall pick going with Bijan Robinson. Now, Bijan Robinson is a running back from Texas, and he's one of the best running backs, in all honesty, probably in the last, 3 or 4 years. He's an absolute monster. He has a 96.1 rushing grade, an 87.4 zone grade, and a 97 gap grade. I mean, this man is an absolute tank and monster. Right now, he's projected to go anywhere from the 20th pick to early second round. So, it's very possible he's still on the board when Cincinnati does go ahead and pick. I don't really see too many teams trading up for him, like second round teams going back to the first round to get him. So, like I said before, I ran around 15 mock drafts on this simulator, and he was actually available at 28th overall pick in half of them. So, it's very possible he is available at this pick. Here's what I'm kind of iffy about is this, right? Because if you go with him, then if you look at the other players on the board, because by this time, Kincaid most likely will be taken, and Michael Mayer will be taken, right? So, best player available is either Antoine Harrison, Bijan Robinson, obviously DeJuan Jones, who could technically be a second round pick, but I think if you're going to take somebody here, you're going to take him, right now. Bijan Robinson's probably the best player on the board, because in this mock draft, Brian Branch and Nolan Smith has already came off the board. So, this is the first time I'm saying this because of, how this mock draft all fell. This is actually not a bad pick. Especially with you losing Pirine and, possibly going to cut Joe Mixon in the future. I'm actually not against that pick. I mean, I don't really think you should use a running back for the first round pick. But if you can, for example, get a right tackle in free agency or take a tackle later on in the draft, I'm not too against that idea / concept. Alright, second round pick. This person has the Bengals taking D tackle Ika. Let's see if he's actually available, because sometimes these guys are not available and he's not available. Wow. You guys see this? You guys see this absolutely fluffery by the Buffalo Bills trying to be the Bengals so freaking bad? So they actually took him one pick before the Cincinnati Bengals, so he would have been available. This person actually doing a pretty good job in the mock draft. Last time, like I said before, you guys saw him see my video before. Last time, this person had Clark Phillips going in the 5th round when he's a second round pick. So, Ika, though, is a really decent defensive lineman / D tackle from Baylor. I really like him. I think he has a lot of upside. Not really the greatest run defender, but he's a really good getting out to the quarterback, which in a 4-3 defense, your defense tackles are more or less just pass rushers. So this is actually a really good pick if they did go ahead and get him. Now, again, like I said, we always got to look at best player available and who's also on the board. If I'm being honest with you, though, I like Moro Jabo 100 times better than I like, now, like my man, Benton, Ika here. The reason why is because I think Moro Jabo is just more balanced all around. He has a little bit of everything. He's a good pass rusher. He's a good run stopper. He just can do pretty much a little bit of everything. And I think in Lou's defense, the more you can do, the better you are as an asset to Lou, right? You don't want to just be able to do one good thing. You can do multiple good things. So I really will say I like Moro Jabo over him. And if both of them on the board, I'm probably taking Moro Jabo over him in that case. But again, other players, I like Sam Porter over going a defensive lineman. If Sam Porter, LaPorter. I keep calling him Porter. If Sam LaPorta is on the board, I'm going with him 99% of the time over a defensive lineman here. Same concept with, I'd rather go with a center. I know I love Teddy K too, but I'd rather go with him maybe move, Teddy K to left guard and see how that works out rather than going with him. And again, like I said, you could go down the list here. Garrett Williams, not really too much of a fan of. But again, like I said, let's just go ahead and go with my guy here, which is obviously Moro Jabo. I think is a better pick, which you could also get Moro Jabo in the 3rd round. But he's actually climbing up draft boards after the Combine and the Pro Days. So keep that in mind. Some players do start to climb up. Oh, call Books from Bowling Green. You guys already know if you watch the channel. Alright, so they have them taking Jordan Battle safety here. So let's go ahead and see where the Jordan Battle is. And Jordan Battle is already taken, so which makes sense. Jordan Battle went, okay, don't tell me he went into like the, oh no, he went here. He went early 3rd round, which is not too bad. I really do like this guy. Based on what I've heard, he is like a late 2nd, early 3rd, so this is not the worst pick overall. This is right here, he's a 3rd round pick. Battle is high floor safety who can be a plug-and-play starter from day one. Exactly what Lou needs in his defense. Where he wins is experience. What's his role? Box/2 high safety. Where he can improve on is his man coverage. And I think this could be an absolute monster for the Cincinnati Bengals if they're able to get him. Again, he is going 3rd round. Again, like I said, based on what I heard, he's been early 3rd round. This is exactly where we expect him to go. So if Cincinnati does want him, they're probably not going to get him late 3rd round, in all honesty. Now, the guy I loved so much a lot is Quindell Johnson. I've talked about many times. Ronnie Heckman for Ohio State is another guy I really do like in this spot. Now, I'll be honest with you. If I had to take either, what's his name? If I had to go with Jordan Battle, I don't know why I forgot his name for a second, or Call Books and Bowling Green, I'm probably going Jordan Battle. But again, like I said, it's one of those situations where it's like, if he's on the board, absolutely. But usually he's not on the board in this situation, right? So unless Cincinnati somehow trades up or trades a pick, and let's say they do trade Jordan Williams for a 3rd round pick, then that is kind of where they could go. But if I'm being honest with you, I'm probably going with Call Books from Bowling Green if the other guy is not available. By the way, Jamie Robinson's also a pretty decent guy too. If you want to go safety here, he's a 2nd or 3rd round pick. His agility is where he wins. He's a 2 high safety, and his muscle mass is his biggest problem. So we're just going to take a safety just for that reason, because in this mock draft, they have them taking a safety. 4th round is Roy, D-tackle from LSU. And I'm going to guess he goes right before the Cincinnati picks, right? Because so far, it's been like every time that somebody goes right before Cincinnati picks. So Roy in this draft ended up going, actually, where did he go? Oh, right there. Double check. He went to the Saints. He is an LSU defensive lineman, 70.6 pass rushing grade, 68.4 runs stuffing grade. Based on what I've heard from him, he is a project, which is nothing wrong. He has all the tools he needs to win. What he wins is his versatile defensive tackle and his urgency. He's a project. He's not really crazy exciting, but he can get the job done, and that's always a good thing to have, right? Always a good thing to have a project on your team, especially in loose defense where they can really take advantage of that. If I'm being honest, though, in this situation in the 4th round, let's say he was available, I'm probably still going with Dwayne McBride. I think he's overall a monster running back. But if you took a running back in the 1st round, you're probably not taking a running back in the 4th here, right? So this is where we could go with someone like Josh Weil. Talked about many times. He's a 4th, 5th round pick right now at this moment in time. This is where I would love to go with him, as I feel like, I would say he is the best player on the board out of all these picks here. So I'm actually... See, every time I wait, he ends up getting taken. I might go with KJ Henry here. I'm going KJ Henry here. Josh Weil is going to get taken. He always does. He's like right now, again, there we go. 5th round to the Browns. He's always around that pick. He's always around an early 5th round pick. So since he wants them, they got to give him in the 4th round. So they do have them. This is another reason why I didn't take Josh Weil. They have them taking a 5th round tight end in Luke. Now, Luke did go off the board too. Luke is a 4th round, 5th round pick. Right here, they actually have Luke going in the 5th round, early 5th round. He's a solid tight end. I do like Josh Wow over him. The reason why I like Josh Wow is I think Josh Wow has more of an overall build that he could eventually become a star tight end. While I don't think Luke has that much in him as well as Wow does. I think Wow is a project that can really blossom, put in the correct system, and Callahan can take him and absolutely go off with him. If I'm being honest here, I'm probably going Brenton Strange out of all these tight ends. But I could easily get him later, so I wouldn't go with him here. I would probably go here with someone like really like Dorian, but because they re-signed Jermaine Pratt, I'm just not really interested too much. So I'll probably just go another defensive lineman here. I'm going with my man right there. All right, 6th round pick is a wide receiver. Interesting. They have Jaden Hasselwood. And I'm going to guess Jaden Hasselwood is already taken, because that's usually how this works. Jaden Hasselwood. Let me see. Where was he taken? He might be available. No, he's not. Why would he be available? Why would he be available is the question of the day, guys. Where did he get taken? Let me go Hasselwood. Oh no, he's not. He is available. Wow, okay. He actually is available. He's just down the board a bit. Oh, wow. He is all the way down here. Which, again, like I said, you know, we're now in the, 6th round. So that's not too crazy. Kind of go down the board a little bit. Kind of target some guys you like. But Hasselwood is an overall decent receiver. He played at all Kansas Razorbacks, a small college. So if Cincy likes him and Cincy looks at him and goes, hey, listen, that's our guy. We think he could be a gem. You know what? Who's to tell him no? 7th round, they have them taking a quarterback, Tommy DeVito, from Illinois. Okay, so this would be the Brandon Allen replacement, the direct replacement for Brandon Allen, which, based on what we understand, they're probably not going to bring back. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going Stetson Bennett here anyway. Allen was, it looks like, Tommy DeVito was actually taken. Yeah, where did he get taken? Hang on, let me see. DeVito. Okay. Is he not even in this draft? He might not be even in this draft. Alright, so he's not even in this draft, which is not surprising at all. I would go Stetson Bennett anyway. I think Stetson Bennett isn't the greatest, but for a 7th round pick, I think he could really blossom into something as a backup behind Joe. Alright, so let's see what they give me grade-wise. They're going to probably give me a good grade because, yeah. So they gave an F for Moro Jabo. Moro Jabo is a 3rd round pick. So taking him in the 2nd round is an F. I do agree with that. They have C+ for Bijan Robinson. They have a D for Jaden Hasselwood. So not surprising at all. Like I said before, if I'm really selecting here, I'd probably take Moro Jabo in the 3rd round. And then I'd probably go ahead and take... I know, who do they have taken in the 2nd round here? The 2nd round they had going with the D tackle, yeah. So I just had a defensive lineman because that's the same position, but yeah, I'd probably go more Jabo 3rd round. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions though, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.